I'm here at the Saugus train station, which interestingly enough is not located in Saugus, it's located in Newhall. We're going to go inside and take a tour of this place with my old friend Pat Saletore, so come on along. Hey Pat, how you doing? Hanging up the welcome sign again, I see?
I am.
How about giving us a tour of this place?
Sure, come on this way.
All right.
The first thing I want to show you is a station agent's office. This was really the nerve center of the whole town because any information that was new came in through this office. If there was a person coming on the train, or the mail, the telegraph, even the railroad had its own telephone system.
Hey, listen, there's a guy over there that wants to talk to you. Why don't you take the microphone and go interview him?
This is our strong, silent type train agent person. He has little to say, but so I'll do his talking for him. He's here handling the telegraph key, which is an early form of communication. When they'd lay the tracks out, they'd also put out the telegraph poles because it was so much easier to service the telegraph wires by going there on the train than to bash out into the wilderness.
Pat, what's this?
It's a form of order hoop. It's a way to get a message up to the guy high up in the cab of the locomotive. He'd pull the string out and he'd get his message.
As he was driving the train?
No, this would be if he was stopped.
Oh.
This is the kind that he would pick up if he was actually just driving by and not stopping at the station.
Oh, I see. And there's a little message on there for him.
That's right.
Oh.
This would be attached to our order delivery pole outside.
Oh, you got so many nice things here. What's this over here?
That controls the semaphore, which is a pole just outside the agent's office here that tells the engineer whether or not he's got a message to pick up so he can slow down as he goes through the station.
What is this built out like this for?
That's so that the train agent here could see the train tracks either way, so that if something was coming down the track that he didn't know about, he'd be apprised of it right away. So you could look either down the tracks or up the tracks and see the train coming. And that works even now, because here comes one of our Metrolink trains.
I know that this place is much more than just a train station. How about showing us the museum?
Okay, let's go see the museum. It's in our baggage room. It's set up like a timeline starting right here.
Okay.
These are some artifacts from the first people who lived in the Santa Clarita Valley, the Tataviam Indians and the Chumash.
Okay.
This was kind of a border area for them. Most of the things that they made were not the kind of things that would hang around. They were biodegradable, like these baskets. About the only stone things that we have from them are these mortars and pestles.
What's that over there?
It's a diorama that illustrates how to get gold out of the ground. This is a big favorite with the third grade tours that come through here. Every year we get a lot of school children come through here because they are required to study local history in the third grade.
Okay.
And so the teachers in the third grade load them up on buses and bring them here.
Now tell me about Buffalo Bill's trunk over here, okay? 4 gold-plated revolvers in Buffalo Bill's trunk.
It was donated from Callahan's Old West, and that was what he used to transport some of his guns.
And are the guns in there now?
No, they're not.
No guns, okay.
No guns.
Over here I see we have some kind of an organ, which is really a pretty piece of furniture. Tell me about that.
That organ was also donated by Callahan, and it was Carrie Jacob Bond's organ, and she was the composer who composed I Love You Truly and The End of a Perfect Day and other great hits of the 19th century.
I'm not familiar with I Love You Truly. Could you give me a couple of bars of it, please?
I love you truly, truly, dear.
Okay, I know.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, now the table over here, Wild Bill Hickok was shot at that table, I'm told.
Now the story goes that Wild Bill Hickok had so many enemies that he would never sit with his back to the door. That night in Deadwood, South Dakota, he for some reason sat with his back to the door, and someone opened the door and shot him in the back, and that's how he met his maker.
I know he had a famous hand in cards. Do you remember what it was?
Aces and eights.
Aces and eights. And ever since, that hand of cards is called the...
Dead Man's Hand.
Dead Man's Hand. Okay, well, it's good to have something named after you. So this is the filmmaking part of the museum here, and it shows a lot of the movie stars that have made so many westerns in Santa Clarita Valley from the beginning of movie making, really, right?
There were a lot of really early movies made here, and there are still a lot of movies made in Santa Clarita.
And I notice now, not just the My Boyhood heroes like Gene Autry and Hopalong Cassidy and Roy Rogers, but you also have Clint Eastwood, which is current.
They all have made movies here in Santa Clarita at the movie ranches and even on the streets.
Yeah.
Part of Newhall was a Mixville, and Tom Mix made some of his movies here.
Now, whose saddle is that over there?
This is Hoot Gibson's saddle.
Okay,
and Hoot Gibson is important to Santa Clarita because for a while he owned the Roundup grounds here, which was a big draw.
Today's Saugus Speedway, I believe. Yes.
Saugus swap meet.
What is this little room we have here?
It's our tin room. It was a room that the railroad used to house all of its papers and stuff. It's completely lined with tin, both the walls, the ceiling, and the floor.
So everything that was valuable was put in this room, locked up at night in case the train station burnt down, which occasionally happened in the old days.
It was a real danger. And in a place where you don't have a lot of surface water, and you have a lot of dry wood,
Sure.
and sparks and whatever, it was a common problem with these old buildings. So this was their attempt to protect their documents.
I want to thank you for giving us this quick tour of the Saugus train station. By the way, we should let people know that the Saugus train station is located at Hart Park in downtown Newhall. And I see by the sign behind me that it's open from 1 to 4 on Saturdays. Is that correct?
1 to 4 on Saturdays and Sundays.
And if people come down here at that time, will they meet you?
Oftentimes.
Okay, good. What do you say you and I just ride off into the sunset now?
Okay.
Here we go.